So for this collection, we actually had people show up and ask if I was shooting videos for YouTube. They don't watch me, or at least they didn't up to that point. They said they're watching me now. Hi. So if you've ever wanted to like have a conversation with me about vending and laundromats and car wash and stuff like that, at the end of this video, I want to post that kind of conversation. It's anticlimactic, but take a look at it. And a big shout out to Ridge Wallets. They're the company that makes the slim carbon fiber wallets. They have actually sponsored this video, and it's one of those things where I've been using their wallets since October or November when they sent me a promo. It helps the channel out, so please consider buying one at the link in the description below, or at ridge.com/investmentjoy, I think it is. And one interesting thing is I have pulled all my sponsor money, so big shout out to those of you that don't skip the ads and don't skip the Ridge shout outs, because I'm actually building a house with the money that they've given me along with the other sponsors. So I think that's kind of cool. So here we go on the collection. Hey guys, it's Brandon with Investment Joy Week. This is the 40th period. We've gone to like a every other week collection, because some of you guys say that they're getting boring, which whatever. This will be guaranteed the biggest collection we've ever done. You might not see all the money on the screen, but holy crap, we've been busy. Oh my gosh. So, for the collection, this is the biggest ever because of the coin pusher. I've already had to come and refill the machine a couple times. I have not counted the money in here. I do know that it's completely full of cash. Unlike collections before, it's just insanely full. I can't even get it. You guys can compare it to old videos. I don't know, it's easily $100 in bills right now. Oh my gosh. So, I'm taking this, putting this here. There we go. So, unbelievable amount of bills. Decent bit of quarters. So, I'm going to go hide the money in my office real quick. So that was fun. I got to talk to people about the vending business and the fact that it's easier to start doing this stuff than you would think. Of course, with YouTube videos, it's really easy to take a phone out. But the reality is not everybody can be super successful with YouTube videos, because there's only so many people that are going to watch the internet. But this is an $800 snack machine, and this is how much money it made in 2 weeks-ish off of the snacks. There's probably like 40 bucks here. And here's how much change it made. It's not too much. There's probably 10 bucks in here. So I'm putting it in this. And there we go. Now, hopefully the people that were there watch my videos. But like I said, Jaime Ibanez, Reyes Entrepreneur, AFC Vending, I'm sure I'm forgetting like 20 other people. A lot of people have these YouTube channels, and they tell you to go out and start businesses. And the thing is, most of the advice is pretty good on them. Most of these guys that do videos, they're hustlers. They're like me. Like I said, my dad had a heart attack when I was 18, and I do this as an encouragement to you guys. I'm not competing for America's Got Talent, and I don't know that a sob story is going to get me more subscribers on YouTube, but it's one of those things where it's like, if Hillbilly Brandon can do it, you can do it. And just because you grew up poor or whatever your situation is, to me, I think that anybody can do it. Those kids out there can do it, you can do it too. So here's washer number 1. Here is washer 2. Let me know what you think of this gimbal, washer 3. I've actually been spending a lot of money on video equipment, and it's kind of a problem with how I do my content. I typically drag my phone out at various points of the day to try and capture footage. I got to talk to somebody that lives here in town. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. I got the opportunity to talk to somebody here in town. I've had those conversations with quite a few people, and it's one of those things where not everybody will have the ability to make money off YouTube. I'm not trying to discourage somebody from starting a vending machine channel or whatever, daily blog life thingy-majig. I mean, obviously, I'm very blessed to have all you guys follow me around on my adventures here at the laundromat. But the reality is not everybody can do that. There's just so many people watching so much content. That's it. In this town where my laundromat is, this town of 26,000 people, realistically, all the laundromats could be renovated and turned into high-quality laundromats. It wouldn't run anybody out of business. We could put more vending machines here. We need more landlords and people involved in real estate. I've heard the statistic that in this community, Central Ohio, Columbus, the Columbus metropolitan region, that we have a deficit of 50,000 housing units. And hopefully you guys see that I'm trying to play my role in that. Not everybody wants Billy Brandon's real estate content. That was tough. Not everybody wants my real estate content, but there's all these kinds of businesses that you could be doing collecting your own coins. I've actually had to go to the bank once or twice, which was a disaster, to try and get quarters. But due to coronavirus, it's very, they don't want to give you quarters. It's just, you have to send them through the mail slot thingy they have. And they can only send you so much per cycle. And it's a disaster to try and get quarters right now. So I already rated the Pepsi machine over there. This machine's broken. That poor soul texted me at 9:30 and I had to cash out him $4. So quarters. And if you would want to be like the people the fine people, let's put it that way, the fine people I just met here in town, that they said, one of their dreams, sort of, kind of, maybe is to buy a car wash. I want to buy a car wash too. I want to buy more vending machines. And the thing is, Force went everywhere. The thing is, it's my personal belief that almost pretty much anybody can do it. The problem is, everybody wants to do something that requires no work or very little work. A lot of people want to start YouTube channels. I don't want to call anybody out here. A lot of people want to do things like start YouTube channels because it seems like it's fun and social media. And I get, I love connecting with people. I love talking to people on Twitch or Discord or Instagram or whatever. I enjoy that. But the dark side of that is the nasty messages and texts and stuff that I get. People trying to steal money from me or telling me that I'm a terrible human being that should, I don't know how to say it in a non-monetizable way. And then, in business, I also have to deal with spoonies and people with a rock and all those sort of things. It could be kind of problematic, but it's work. Oh, did it again. So, you'd almost think that gimbal was made by Speed Queen in their top loader division. Oh, do we have a silver quarter? Because my gimbal, my nice new $200 gimbal, just had an unbalance error again. So, who knows? Trying this again. But there needs to be, I guess, in short, there needs to be more people who are interested in buying laundromats and car washes. in my opinion, then there needs to be people that are trying to reach YouTube stardom, because communities like your own that you live in need more laundromats and car washes and houses than they do YouTube. I don't want to be mean to anybody, but there's just so many local business opportunities. Honor boxes, mowing yards, power washing. There's just 1,001 different kinds of businesses that you can be starting, and the problem is they don't look super fun. Oh, that's nice. And then this last one here is always one of the best performers. It's like a tank. It doesn't really make any sense to me why some of these washers are so reliable and some of them are just pieces of crap. That's not too bad. So we're going to do these dryers now. I have no clue how long it's been since I went and got the money from them. My fingers look terrible. This is honestly part of the reason I don't wear gloves, because I don't want to see how filthy I am. Holy crap. And this is the last collection I think that I'm going to do without a GoPro. I finally discovered that they do have a GoPro now with decent image stabilization, or really great image stabilization. If you go on my channel and you watch the video where I talk about running a newspaper, you can see it. So here's the money shot, guys. Look at that. Look at that. 4 dryers there. Biggest dryer collection ever. Oh my gosh. This bucket's almost full. I want to say this bucket holds $750-ish. So here soon, I think we're going to do a video on the day in the life of me. What it's like to own a laundromat. We'll do collection, trailer park, all that good stuff. And as a live stream, which I think could be fun. This one's full of quarters. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. It's so heavy, guys. It's wonderful. Look at all those quarters. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. If we would have put the beverage machine money in there, it would really go up. And if I could use Google Assistant, oh, yeah. I got my own, right? I don't know. I realized I can use Google Assistant and just ask it how many quarters, how many quarters it has. Of course, I'm going to get some people on the channel that Google Assistant will trigger your phone. So that would suck. But it'd be worth it, maybe. Okay. Holy freaking crap. This is heavy. Hey, this is great. This is wonderful. I'm struggling. If I drop this, I want to throw the world's biggest fit. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's great that, yeah, okay. Use this new gimbal. Alright. Oh my gosh. Howdy.
Hey, how you doing there, buddy?
Pretty good. How about you?
Coming up with plate again.
There you go. I'm trying to get more coins in here. We'll do this somewhat differently, I guess. And, oh my gosh. We'll do this somewhat differently. At the end of the video, we'll go into the change exchanger and get that money out. And I'll tell you how much it is. So, okay. So, in here we have, this is just snack money. I mean, this, yeah, candy and snacks. This is snack money. This is just snack money. This is just pop money, or soda money, or Coke money, depending on where you live. Oh, there's still more in here. So I'm going to run the snack machine money first, as per the normal situation. Run that first. I'll hide the money in my Dr. Pepper container, as I've been doing. And we'll see. All right. Here we go with snack money. $4,456 was the total from the coin pusher collection. Just the coin pusher. It was over. It was almost $1,200, or over $1,200. That's what we made. Safety first. Did we get a dollar coin? No. Shoot. It's worth it to stop the machine for $1, but not for a stuck quarter, because then all I had to do was put my fingers at risk a little bit more and I could have unjammed it. I didn't even need to take off my shoes to figure out that that's a little more than 50 bucks. So we got $50 in quarters in here, and then a whole bunch of bills that will go over here before I end the segment, just in the pop machine. So it'll be easy 150 bucks here. So now we're going to do the washer and dryer money. And this is where it gets difficult. I'm gonna take the washer dryer money and put it in here. It's gonna fall over everywhere. And it's going to be another hillbilly brand sale collection. This is what happened. My whole key ring just exploded. All I'm trying to do is get the keys off of here and get these keys. Okay, so we've got an extra hopper full here, and we'll start it here in a second with the bucket. Throw these back in, and we will begin. Over our first 1,000. $2,619 quarters between the drink machine and here. I'm going to go through real quick and hand count the ones here. We'll tell you how much is in this pile from the Coke drink pop machine, and then this pile here for the snack machine. There's $171 if you include the $2 that I gave the little girls so they could start their vending business, and there's $75 there. So it's almost like $250 that we just made off vending with 2 machines over the course of 2 weeks. So $125 a week, which that is a record by far. And it's mostly from freaking keeping that machine stocked. So I'm going to take my quarters over and take these quarters over to the change exchanger and do that. Are you winning? Okay, cool. Huh? They put a penny in there? I'm surprised. They must have really tried hard. You're not supposed to be able to put a penny in there. Okay. Here's what you guys watch. The funny thing here is that with gloves on, it winds up. And then I don't do anything. If you do it right, it's like a rubber band, just kind of unrolls itself. Okay, so how much money do we have in here? This is money that I organized the other day. When I came in, I had to give my nephew money. And then here's fresh cash. And then this thing was full. Still pretty good, but not completely full, so. Here is where we pour cash back in here. Quarters. Oh my gosh. Just like my life. So we will completely fill that. That's cool. Microphone, Scott. So, put some extras left in here. That's cool. Alright, we'll take it and count it. Nephew 100 and, gosh, it's going to be, what, $450 I've paid him. Paying $600 a month at this rate, so. Okay, so this is our washer and dryer money. With the exceptions, and I hopefully I've explained the exceptions. There's $494 here. I've also paid out an additional $450 in labor costs that were cash payments. And then I also paid out another $600 for the coin pusher. So that's $1,050 plus almost $500 plus that. So we've got almost $2,000 for this collection.
Videos like that all the time.
Mine are just my videos or somebody's videos?
We just watch like vending machine videos.
Oh, yeah.
In general, my daughter was saying,
Well,
I think he's filming a vending machine video.
Yeah, if you watch vending machine videos, there's a high chance you either see mine or have seen mine because I have one of the larger vending machine channels on YouTube. So.
Okay, what's yours?
Investment Joy.
Investment Joy.
Yeah.
I'll tell my daughter to check it out.
Yeah. Cool.
Have a good day.
You too. You guys want $1 from the vending machine? Yeah, just hold on a sec. They watch vending machine videos on YouTube, so I'm giving them each $1 from this week's collection. There's kids here. I can't show them on camera. Because of COPPA. But here's dollars.
Here you go, girls. What do you say? Thank you.
And just for reference, that machine only cost me $600.
Really?
Yeah, they're not that expensive to buy.
See, we want to do something like that soon. We want to buy like a car wash and maybe some things like that.
I put it before coronavirus. I had an offer in on a car wash in Circleville,
Really?
and it fell through.
Yeah.
I bought this place. I have 2 other laundromats, but they're not up and running yet. I mean, if it's something that you're really dedicated to, you can.
Yeah.
And with their age, with them being children, what I would recommend, and that's what I do on my YouTube channel like all the freaking time, is there's something called honor boxes. Have you ever heard of them? It's essentially just a cardboard box, and it just says, help support kids or something like that. And the kids they'd be supporting would be your kids. So what you do is you go and you take them to doctor's offices, lawyers' offices, insurance offices, any sort of business that might have somebody temporarily sitting in it for a while, and you fill them up with candy. And there's a slot on them that just says, $1 per piece of candy, or get 2 for $1.
Yeah.
I met an adult guy. He doesn't even own a car, but he does them in a large metropolitan area. $75,000 a year. And he makes the boxes in his garage out of cardboard, paints them up, and it's just, he puts a little message, I'm on disability, or I'm this, or I'm that. Help support me by buying candy. And like with this machine here, all I do is go down to Sam's Club. I buy the pop for 30 cents a can. We sell it for 75 cents a can. And I'm refilling this stupid thing twice a week now. I mean, it's not stupid, but it's great. But it's a lot easier to do than anybody really ever figures out, and that's what I do with my YouTube videos. I have, what vending machine channels do you guys like?
We don't really know any of the names, but we spend a lot of time on YouTube. So.
Yeah. So like, all the big guys I know, and like Jaime Ibanez, which is one of the really big YouTuber guys. He's probably the biggest vending machine guy. He was supposed to be here in January, but he had a car wreck. So it's funny, but it's one of those things where a lot of people watch the videos and they don't think that they can do them themselves. But from my perspective, they're so much easier to do than a lot of other things. So I have no college education. My dad had a heart attack years and years ago, so I've been working since I've been 18 years old, and then started all these businesses, started doing YouTube videos on them, and now I have one of the largest channels around here. So it's just craziness. So if I can do it, you guys can do it.
As far as like YouTube goes, I mean, if you just did YouTube alone, say you didn't even do this, would that like support you in your life?
I made $90,000 since October the 1st.
I didn't know if you told me that.
No, that's the thing with my YouTube channel. I talk like on this vending machine. I'll go in and take it in my money sorter and stuff. And actually, I say that's my deal on my channel. I tell everybody how much money I make on everything that I do at the laundromat. Yeah, so.
Wow, I appreciate you sharing that knowledge.
Oh yeah, well, that's wrong. That's my life, because you know, when I grew up, it was one of those things where I grew up super poor, and we used to go down to. We went to a church here on 772 where everybody I knew was really poor growing up, and like that was my life. Then my dad had a heart attack at 18. I started working in a warehouse up in Groveport, the Gap Old Navy one, which like employs half of Central Ohio, or at least half of Central Ohio has worked up there at some point. Yeah. And so then I worked there for 3 years, from 18 to 21. And I realized that at least up in Circleville, all of the real estate agents looked really, really rich, and I was like, so I got in real estate, and then I realized that the money wasn't in selling real estate, it was in starting businesses, owning real estate, stuff like that. So I've done it being flat broke at one point. Right. And you know, now I'm 34 and I have time. I own a crap load of rental properties, and it's like, I'm going to start YouTubing everything. And then my channel blew up in October, November. And you know, I've had people fly out here to Chillicothe, and they've done coin collection. It's insane, but once again, it's like, oh, just because some guy does it on YouTube doesn't mean that you can't do it yourselves. That's why I always recommend honor boxes, and that's something that hardly anybody talks about, because they're really great for kids, because everyone's like, oh, your kids are starting a business, and it's like, you know, the normal kid starts a lemonade stand. Well, the thing is, you go out and you sit in front of your house or whatever doing a lemonade stand, and it lasts a day or whatever. You go put an honor box, it will make money at something doctors, for a month or two. Right. And you go put 200 of them out, they make $10 a month. Right. That's $2,000 a month you can make. So.
Awesome. I'll look into that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I recommend. Kids, I mean, I met a kid that he watched one of my videos on honor boxes. Yeah. The next day he made one, put it in a doctor's office, sold out the next week, made $50 on his first one, and he made it out 50 cents worth of Amazon.
That's really encouraging for him. He's like, all right.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, until you do it, you never know whether you can be successful or not. So,
right. I love that.
There you go. It'll be on week 40 collection if you get on there. So,
okay.
See ya. You too. See, those kids can do it. You guys can do it too.